It's been a long day, so I'm sorry. I look pretty tired. But my live did really well, so I wanted to come back on here and do another one so we can talk a little bit about the newest Predator cosplay that I have. So I did show you guys a little bit last time, but today I've just been working on more of it. So just wanted to show you guys, do a little 360. This is her. I have been like unironically calling her Red because I don't really have a name. I've had people ask me if I have a name for her. I've had asked people ask me if I have like lore for her and stuff. I am still figuring some things out, but so far this is what we got. Try to get a little closer so you guys can see her. We'll take her off. I just have her on a wig head right now. So this is what she's looking like. Like I said, I've been calling her Red. This is my female Yautja cosplay mask. I have not debuted her anywhere. I have not worn her anywhere yet because I'm still working on her. So I just wanted to come on here and show you guys. So you can see some gray here, like a dark gray right here. That is new foam clay that I added. And then also here around the edge of the head, all of this is new foam clay. So I sealed it, that way I can paint it, that way this head can be finished. Because once I do those two things, then I'll be able to actually like shelve this and then work on the biomask and the armor and other things. But I feel like a lot of people don't really get the opportunity to see this and see this up close, so I wanted to share it with you. But anyway, yes, like I said, I've been calling her Red. She's got lots of details, lots of textures, lots of patterns, all that. I pretty much had to like figure out, like I knew I wanted to do, because this is what, my this will be my 4th Predator suit, I believe. So I wanted to kind of change it up and do something a little bit different. Typically I do like the brown like skin coloring and stuff, but on this one I decided to do like a gray instead. This one's actually a remake from a previous Predator cosplay that I had before. On a different one that I made, the mouth was closed. It was very hard to see. It was very hard to function in it, so I decided to open this one up, like redo it, open the mouth up. This one should be a lot more practical. It has a lot more breathing holes, as you guys can see. This one is how I'll be able to drink. I can definitely fit like a good size, any size straw through there just about. This is where my mouth sits, so I'll be able to actually inhale some air, which will be nice while I'm walking around a convention. I've got another two holes that are hidden behind these folds here. Those are also so that I can see. Obviously I do have eye holes, but when you're walking around, moving around, you have to look down. I do have pockets. I carry a card on me. I carry lots of stuff on me at a convention, so to be able to see below me and have like see my hands and get into my I basically make like a pouch, like a little bag. I'm definitely gonna need these holes. So these holes will help me to see when I look down. And then if I turn this up, I also have 2 more holes here. And this is where my nose sits, so I'll be able to breathe. And they're pretty good size, so like I can get my finger in there. So I got one on each side, and that's right where my nose sits inside of the mask. So eyes, nose, I try to always position the nose holes right where my nose is, so that it's a little bit easier for me to talk, breathe, all that. So I want to show you guys this side as well right here. I did put some holes on the side as well. Not that my ears need any air, but to make it a little bit easier to hear and then also help with airflow. When you are walking through a convention and you're in like a mask, a full cosplay, like I do wear a bandana underneath, I have my hair pulled back, like it's a lot. You're walking around, it's hot. You want to make sure you get airflow. So I want to make sure that not only air can enter, but it has a place to exit. So I did have these on both sides there. That way I can hear better, because my last mask, it is so hard to hear. And then so that way I can get some airflow. And then I'm going to turn her sideways so I can show you guys. I do have a panel back here as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to actually stick my hand through it. There we go. So let me open this up. I can actually stick my hand through there. That's how big the back panel is, and it stays completely open, which is nice. So if I'm like walking around the con, running, moving, I can also get airflow back there. I'm gonna lift this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I paint this all black, so it makes it hard to see. but right here is that panel. So it's completely open. So this is where my hair kind of sits in the back, but as you can see, it's open. That way I can still take in some air. So you can see the back of the neck right there, the gray, and then this is open so I can get some airflow. So if I turn my head side to side, I'm able to get like a decent breeze because it's hot in here. Like, it is actually kind of hot in here. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys some of those details on here. Little things for when you guys decide to make a mask, or if you do a mask, things to consider so you're not burning alive in this, because no one tells you until you're in it how much it sucks. I'm in Florida, so the heat out here is crazy. So I'd like to be as prepared as possible. But yeah, so like I said, I just kind of want to get up close and personal to show you guys how much detail that this has. Oh, whoever liked the live, thank you so much. I appreciate the likes. But yeah, so I have a lot of texture on here. I like to do different designs. It's so funny. People are always like, what do you use to sculpt your mask? I honestly don't use a lot of tools. I will use a plastic knife, like a butter knife, to go in and add this texture, like a scratchy kind of texture. But other than that, just my hands. I use just my hands. And I also just use the foam clay to help get the texture that I need. I take the foam clay, I roll it up, place it where I need to, but I use the foam clay for the texture. So all of these wrinkles and lines that you're seeing, I just roll up the foam clay in little noodles and place them everywhere, including around the nose. That way I can get like this little scrunch for the ridges. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Did a great job. Thank you. I'd probably put a cold pack on the back of my, oh man. Yeah, that would, oh, thank you. Whoever liked the live, thank you so much. If anyone else is in here, if you wouldn't mind liking the live, I would appreciate it. That way I can try to reach some more people. That's not a bad idea. The only thing is, it is hard because I do have a ponytail, like my hair, I have it in a bandana and then I put it in a ponytail. And then because it's completely open, it might be a little hard for me to do an ice pack, but that's not a bad idea. Okay, but let's talk about how hard it must have been to make it, because that's actually amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. So it's actually not that hard, and that's why I'm on here. I plan on coming on here and doing a series. I'm going to make a new head from scratch, and each step I'm going to film it on a live so that you guys can follow with me so you can see how it is that I'm making these. And I actually started the live saying that because every time I show people these or I tell people I make them, they're just like, oh, that's a lot of work. That's too much. That looks really hard. That looks expensive. And that's the thing is, it looks like a lot. It looks expensive, but it's pretty cheap. It's pretty affordable. And it's not that hard. I would say the most time you're going to probably put into this is just the painting. And I will say, because I'm not going to lead anyone astray, I do have prior painting experience before this. I do paint. I went to college for art, so you know, I painted and stuff, but that is about all the experience I had going into this. I had never sculpted a thing in my life before making these. So if I can do it, you can do it. And even with painting too, there's so much easy ways to like do detail without really, you know, trying too hard, which is nice. So anyway, I plan on walking you guys through it, showing you guys the technique, so that way you can kind of basically get the same skills and be on the same level, and then just do this too. So it looks hard. Like I said, I know it looks hard. I know this looks intimidating, but this is very easy. And I went into making these completely blind, and now I'm already on like my 6th head, which is crazy. So once again, if I can do it, you can do it too. And once you kind of get a process down, it just becomes easier. I liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And once again, like I said, I will be coming back and showing you guys how I do these. I did also do a live yesterday, and that one went really well, and I saved it. So if you go to my channel and you go to my videos, you can scroll over to lives and you can watch that, where I show my other heads plus the process of how I make these. So yeah. No, I am not. I am straight. My grandma's dog passed away around 2 p.m. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Well, man, I am sorry. But yeah, so anyway, as far as the cosplay stuff goes, like I said, I just want to come on here and then do some tutorials and do some lives to where I can show you guys what it is that I that I make and how I do it, the materials that I use, and have you guys follow along so that way you can make your own mask too. Like I said, it looks very intimidating, but I promise it is not. If I can do it, you can do it. Anyway, I don't know, I just figured I'd ask since some of you guys are in here. This might be completely random for you, but have any of you guys even seen like any of the Predator movies? If so, what movie? What is that so scary? But yeah, if any of you guys have ever seen the Predator movies, let me know. If so, what's your favorite Predator movie? Let me know in the comments. So this is a Predator mask. If you've ever seen the Predator movies, this is a Yautja. If not, it's not actually, they're not really super scary, but I mean, thanks, I guess. I guess I did try to make her look a little intimidating, so I guess that's good. But it's a movie monster, and I recreated it for a cosplay. So yeah, if you've ever seen any of the Predator movies, I would highly suggest watching it. There are so many. There's the first one came out in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's pretty popular, has like a cult following. And then there was another movie for the franchise that came out as of 2025 called Predator Badlands. I would definitely check it out. It's very good. That one's more so kind of fun, family friendly, has a little bit of comedic relief in it. If this is too scary, I would definitely watch that one. But anyway, like I said, yeah, so did want to show you guys some of the details on here, because these are really easy too. I just take some string, I got some beads on here, and I love a good attention to detail, so I do have some skulls on the beads, and then she's got feathers. I kind of put these together too as well. So, and let me turn her around. She's got some feathers on the back. This is probably the biggest ones I have. Don't know all the ones I've seen, but my favorite has to be the first one. Yeah, first Predator is so good. That one's a classic. You can't go wrong. I actually just recently did a photo shoot too. I can, when I do another live, I'll show you guys some pictures if you come back from the photo shoot, because I redid the photo shoot with me as the female Predator versus Dutch Schaefer, which is Arnold's character in the first one. And I had like a model for it and everything, and he was like really good physical shape. So it came out really well, and it was really fun. But anyway, we'll put her back for now so I don't scare all the people away. But yeah, like I said, any questions you guys have or anything you're curious about as far as the cosplay stuff goes, that is why I'm here. Just want to answer your questions, show you guys some stuff up close. Also, let me show you too. I usually have like something with me, but these are pretty sturdy. I always like freak people out when I hit these, because yeah, so I just want to show you guys that, because yes, this foam clay right here, this soft like pillowy foam clay does get really solid, which is great. And I like to hit those because I like to show you guys that it'll pass a drop test for sure. Like, I've thrown these on the floor before and people look at me like, why would you do that? And I'm like, because I want to show you how secure like they are. Great for longevity. Plus I've had some that I've dropped so many times, like it's not even funny. So this is what it's mostly made out of. This stretchy stuff right here is the foam clay. I wanted to take it out so I can kind of show you guys like the texture and everything. It is softer, lighter, airier than Play-Doh for sure. So that is the foam clay, and that is what all of the detail on here is made out of, except for these teeth. So yeah, you want to get it. And now this foam clay, and I'll do like a foam clay 101 live as well to show you guys, because foam clay can be easy, but it can be difficult at the same time. I don't know another way to put it. It's simplistic, but it also has its own learning curve. So with foam clay, like how if I pull this, it's snapping, that means I need a little bit more moisture. So what I'll do is take some water and like dunk it in some water and continue kneading it, so it'll be a lot more like pliable. That way when I stretch it, it's not breaking like that. And when your foam clay is really, really wet, then you can just go through and keep moving it like that and get air through it, and then you can make it drier. But depending on the details you're doing, depending on what you're using the foam clay for, is going to depend on the consistency that you need the foam clay. That's the only thing that makes it a little difficult, but I'm telling you, once you get the hang of like your foam clay consistency, it makes it easier. I would also recommend, if you're going to do masks with these, that you continue to use the same brand over and over again. All foam clay is not created equal. So you will get some foam clay that's like super, like almost has too much water content in it. It almost feels like slimy, and you're trying to use it and it's real slippery. And then you'll get some foam clay that is just really airy, almost too dry, and you have to like really put a lot of water in it to make it stick. So I suggest, if you're going to use it, make sure you buy all the same brand. And to kind of help combat that, when I go to Hobby Lobby and I get my foam clay, I just go ahead and buy like multiple containers at once. I don't think I've ever been in Hobby Lobby and only bought one. Like this right here is a stack of, oops, I forget about the baby powder in there. It's like a stack of 3. Also, if you guys are wondering, baby powder is in here because I use liquid rubber for my predator dreads right here. So I use liquid rubber, and this is my first time using liquid rubber. And I have found one paint, because paint does not stick to liquid rubber, but I did do, after some trial and error, I did find a paint that would hold. So that's why she's got some red on her and some gray on her, because I did have to paint these. But the paint it was so sticky. It was ridiculous. It was so sticky. So what I did was I got some baby powder and brushed all the dreads, and I let them dry that way, and now I have no issues with sticking. Everything just moves fluidly. I don't have any problems. Also, the liquid rubber does add a little bit of weight to them, so you hear it kind of moving around. My masks are usually pretty light. They usually weigh around maybe, I think the heaviest one I have is like 3 pounds or 3.5 pounds. This one is probably around 2.5 pounds to just under 3 pounds. And that's mostly because of liquid rubber. Liquid rubber is heavy. So I only tried to do, like, if I could, I would just try to do 1 coat because I didn't want it to weigh the head down. But it does have a counterweight because of the mandibles. Those are also not heavy, but they're heavier. You have to remember, this is like, the mask is super light itself. I tried making one out of cardboard, but miserably failed. I've had a couple fails, so I totally understand that. For me, the EVA foam and foam clay was the easiest. It was the most forgiving. This is the kind of method to where, at least the way I do it, if I do mess up, I could literally like rip chunks out. Even now, I could probably take a knife to this if I wanted to, or take something really sharp and cut stuff off if I wanted to, and then get this foam clay, put it right back over the top, even if it's painted and sealed, and redo stuff. The foam clay is really forgiving. You can take it off, you can add to it, you could do whatever you want, like I did here. This was completely finished, but I wanted to add more mandibles. That's why they're so dark. I went through and had some like black foam clay, made some more teeth with my polymorph, stuck them on here, and then went ahead and formed some more foam clay around it. I actually just sealed it today, and that's another thing I want to cover before I forget. When you seal your foam clay, you want to use this right here. This is called Flex Bond. This is an off-brand called Cost Flex. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does get kind of pricey. I'm not even gonna hold you. When I bought this a couple years ago, I think this was like 20 something dollars, so it could be in the 30s, but a little bit goes a long way. This will help your cosplay to where it is durable, like that, how that's really rock hard durable. Foam clay, when it dries, if you guys have ever used it, some of you guys know, it is not that reliable. It's not that structurally sound, and let it get wet or any moisture and it almost will kind of crumble. So you definitely want to seal it when you use it, and what makes my mask so solid like this is sealing it with the Flex Bond. I use 1 part of this to 2 parts water. So whatever amount you pour on a paper plate or a bowl or anything to seal it, just make sure you put twice as much water. So then I take a nice brush that can spread well, maybe not a fan brush, but something close. And then you want to coat your whole entire mask. After the foam clay dries, you'll notice your mask has like a nice shiny new toy look, and that's what you're wanting. You can do multiple coats. I would definitely encourage doing at least 2 coats. Then after that, you can go ahead with your paint. And then after that, I do my spray paint. And then after that, I do all my details. So, here's a question, but are you adding fake eyes for a more unique look? Or are you keeping it how it is? So it'll be able to see better. So I won't be adding any fake eyes because this is a mask that is actually fit to my head. So I actually have some contacts. I have these cyber icy blue contacts that I saw online, but I don't know if I want to do the blue or if I want to like buy red, because she's got all these accents of red on her. So I don't know if red would look better or blue, or gray would look better. Someone told me on my TikTok live that I should do one red and then one gray. So I don't know, but because this is a mask I'm wearing and it fits my face perfectly, it's gonna sit right by my eyes like that. So because it's gonna sit like that, I don't want to do a fake eye. I'd rather use my eyes. And once again, I do have lenses for them. Um, let's see. Hey Jedediah, welcome back. I hope you're doing well today. I love watching your YouTube videos. You're very beautiful, pretty, lovely as always. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you for coming back though. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I want to try to go live more regularly. I won't be doing this every day for sure, but I would like to go more regularly because once again, I'm trying to find people who are interested in this, and I want to show them how to, like, a step-by-step process on how I make these. I actually just made a Twitch today too, so we'll see how that goes. I don't love it, but we'll see how that goes. So far, TikTok live is fun, and then here YouTube live is pretty fun too. So yeah, also you are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate you hopping back in today. I also plan on scheduling a live. That's what I really need to do that. That way I can really get people who want to see how to make this and get them in here and let them answer all the questions, or have me answer all the questions that they have for me, and just really help some people, because like I said, this is intimidating. It seems like a lot, and this is just one of many characters. There's lots of other characters that people probably want to cosplay as. One of the things I would like to do is a grunt from Halo. I want to make a grunt cosplay so bad, and I feel like it can't possibly be more work than this. So we'll see. Oh, thank you. Yes, contacts would make a lot more sense. Yeah, so I want like the striking. So Tanya, I got these super, like, they almost look like they're very out of this world blue, like very striking. Like you can see them from a distance, and sorry, not blue, but gray. And I think it'll go really well with this, and I'm excited. But once again, like I said, I'm still kind of deciding. I don't know if I want to do gray. I don't know if I want to do red, but we'll figure it out. I'll make a decision. But I do want to come on here too one day when it's finished here in the near future. That way I can show you guys what all of it looks like on, like show you guys like a fit test and stuff. But yeah, this is mostly just me kind of getting my work out there. I don't really leave my house a lot. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I don't really do a lot. I'm just kind of like simple, you know, indoors. I take care of my pets, my pet pig, my dogs, and just kind of enjoying married life. So when I'm out and about and I'm doing stuff, like, no one would know this stuff about me unless I showed them or told them. So this usually catches people off guard when I tell them that I do stuff like this, because they don't expect it. But anyway, like I said, I just kind of wanted to come on here and show you guys because I love it. I love what I do. And then also, for the people who were asking, I did bring this as well. So we're going to move her over. We're going to move her to the back. And we're going to make room for Bane here. So Bane is a little dusty. He makes me sneeze because I had to pull him out of one of my closets. This is not my cosplay. I did make him, but this was actually a Bane mask for my husband that I did years ago. And I really actually still like this. It's one of my favorite masks. I like like I said, it's a little dusty, so don't mind that. But I really like the stitching on the top. This is like real thread. And yeah, I even put some stitching on the side, and I do my masks all the same way. So that means I'm using EVA foam. I think this one might have been 3mm. It looks like it. And then I use foam clay. So I use foam clay to go over the top to give it like a texture. I wanted it to have like some dimension, some depth. And then I also wanted it to look kind of like a real like wrestling mask. So I went and found this paint that looks like a faux leather in a way. So once again, it is dusty. I apologize. I had to pull this out of my closet, so it's a little dusty. But yeah, and I actually went through and did stitches all around this as well. Now this one I didn't sand a whole lot, so you can see a lot of texture and stuff, but It's fine. My husband liked it, so I didn't change it. But yeah, so I'm showing you guys to show you that this template for this head, right? Like the chin, all that is the same exact template that I used for my predator mask. So this head shape, if you can even believe that, is actually under here. So if I were to take these mandibles off right here and turn this sideways, you would get the same, like that chin part right here, and then the head goes back and gets larger, except for I built up on top of the head. So yeah, this is actually the same template, believe it or not. But this one is a lot bigger. Obviously this one is for a man. So basically I just used that same template, but I sized it down so it'll fit my face. And I just added the mandibles, all that, and then all the details, and then added the head crest, and then here we are. So that is how simple it starts off. So if you can follow a template and if you can make that Bane mask, then you can make a base for the predator head. But once again, I plan on coming back in the future and walking you guys through how I make these, like step by step, in like a multiple live series. So yeah, and then I also wanted to show you guys some stuff too that I have with me, because obviously you're gonna need lots of brushes and stuff. I have some brushes and some pens in here. Everyone always asks me about the paint that I use, so I did want to cover that real quick, because this is gonna be a shorter live, because I'll probably go after this. But all right, so let me move her back, she's in the way. Okay, let me move my foam clay and move my polymorph. You guys are so sweet. Everything that you do is so unique. Thank you. It is definitely uniquely me, I'll say that. So these are my paints. I have a lot. This is a big bucket. I don't even know if I can get it on camera, but definitely use these for mixing paints. You can peel the paint off of these, but I dirty them up pretty quickly. But yeah, these are all my paints. I mostly use acrylic paint. I do use spray paint for the base, but mostly acrylic paint, and I have a lot. You can use any acrylic paint you can find. And I was showing someone earlier in the live because they were asking me about how much money does my mask run, and I tell them not very much. And just to show you, this is acrylic paint. Do you see that price on there? Do you see how cheap that is? That is 69 cents. 69 cents. So you do not have to spend that much to make these, okay? You can buy paint as cheap as 69 cents, okay? You do not have to break the bank. You can buy cheap acrylic basic paints. You can buy more expensive paints if you want to. This one is a lot more expensive, but I love this brand so much. It is very expensive though. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. And then I also have clear coats that I use. Move this down. So my mask, like this one here, because it does have like an open mouth interface, I did want the mouth to look like, you know, an open mouth. So I do go in with a shiny clear coat, and I actually make all of this look wet. And I don't know if you guys can see, but she's even got a little bit of drool there. So yeah, put a little bit of drool in there, and don't worry, it's like, this thing is like rock solid. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, I just really, really wanted some detail in there. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this too. I have holes underneath here as well. Right here. And then I have, for the neck, it's just made with regular cloth. I go in and glue it for some reason. I don't know why, but this is glittery and I don't know why. There's like, must be glitter in one of my paints because I did not do this on purpose. But anyway, you can grab an old t-shirt, you can grab regular cotton fabric, and what I do is I line the inside. That way I have a neck. I am notorious for looking around, looking up, doing all kinds of stuff, doing all kinds of poses in my pictures. So I wanted to, just in case if I did need to look up for photos, I do have a neck piece, but there will be a little bit of this that shows, and I wanted it to blend in. I didn't want people to see like my skin color underneath, so we did the neck. That way it looks seamless. Wow. Well, if I say so myself, you are an amazing painter. I understand it can be rough for mixing and blending in colors, but you are the best I've seen. Thank you. Thank you. I was gonna say, I do have, once again, that's my saving grace for this stuff, is having some painting experience But, you know, someone might do this and they have more sculpting experience, which will help them. Like I said, I had none. Some people might do this and they have just more experience with foam smithing and working with cosplays. I did not. So I cannot, that's like my selling point is I really didn't know what I was doing when I did this. I just kind of like made it up as I went, and then I was like, oh, wow, this worked out. So let me do it again 5 more times. But yeah, and then I think I might have mentioned this in my last one too, but these right here, my spikes. Now, because she's a female, I didn't do more. A lot of the males have them like going up like around their head. They have them on their chest. They have them on their shoulders. Like they have them, oh, whoever's liking the live, thank you so much. Thank you for liking it. I appreciate you. But they have those spikes everywhere. And because I kind of see the spikes as like body hair, I didn't want to put them everywhere. And since she's a lady, I kind of put them at the end of her eyes, like eyelashes. But I don't think it makes her look any less scary, to be honest. I tried, but I don't think it makes her look any less scary. Um, thanks, babe. You are a mess. He said, it's me, Jessica. You get on my nerves. So yeah, I didn't, I tried to like feminize her a little bit. So yeah, it didn't really help much, but yeah. And then when I did originally do these, I usually do them black and you could not see them. So I was like, let me go through. I painted them white and then they were a little bit too distracting. So I was like, I painted them red, and then we finally settled on red. So red is where it's at. We're going to stay with red. And then, I don't really have a whole lot to add right now. Guys, we have to get our princess to 100 likes and subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind liking this, I appreciate it. But yeah, this is, I don't know, this is really fun. I just feel like it's the kind of thing where you can add whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules when it comes to it. And that's what I want to try to show people. So once again, watch out for the series of lives that I do, because I want to kind of walk people through how to do this, and I want to see what other people come up with. I want to help people if they're stuck on anything. And then also, I feel like when you teach people, you learn stuff too, because every time I teach someone something, I feel like I learn. So I'll be excited to see what I learned from other people as well, because I think I'll have a good hack, because that's just what I came up with at the time. But there might be people who have better hacks than I do that might make me change some of the things that I do. So I'm excited. But anyway, yeah, I think that might be about it. I don't want to make this live too long, because there's not really a whole lot of people in here right now. My live yesterday was crazy. I got like a lot of people in there. So this is going to be saved as a video anyway for future purposes, so people don't stay, it's totally fine. This will stay up on my channel so that people can access it at any time. And so this is just something that I like to do to show you guys too, because this is my favorite thing, and I feel like every time I hop on here I'm going to try to show you guys. But I was able to get my hands on the world's brightest glow powder after being on the world's freaking longest waiting list. And so when I am outside in direct sunlight, like the brighter it is outside the better, this will glow. So I tried to make it look like she's had like a xenomorph battle and she's been scratched. So I did go through, and you guys know if you've seen the Predator movies that they have bright green blood. So I did want to show you guys how bright that is. And I still have a light. It's not completely dark in here. I still have a light, so if it's pitch black, it'll be even brighter. But I do like to show people that. So if I'm going to a convention and I'm walking from outside to inside, if I'm walking anywhere where there's dark or low light, she will glow, and the glow does last a bit. And I try to put as much detail as possible. So she's even got a little bit of blood on her spikes here as well. But I love this glow powder. It is like a 10 out of 10. It's like one of the best things that I've purchased. But I just wanted to show you that because the light versus the dark, it makes a huge difference, and it's really cool. Plus, fun fact, all of the Predator heads that I make have like battle scars. It's just a personal thing I like to do, because I'm like, you know, if they're out there, they're blooded, they're fighting who knows what, capturing who knows what, collecting trophies, it makes sense that they would probably be a little banged up at some point. And so I wanted her to be, obviously she's blooded, especially you guys will see from all of the gear that she has and the weapons that she has, but I wanted her to look like she's actually been out in the field and she's got some battle scars. So I'm not sure if I will, but I think I might add some blood to the actual bodysuit or something. Maybe not like splatter, but maybe a little dripping. Not 100% sure yet, but we will see. But anyway, like I said, I will definitely come back on here. I just wanted to do a very like micro short live just to kind of show you guys. And if you're in here, if you have not liked this video already, just please do me a favor and like it. And if you know someone who would be interested in something like this, or who would want to follow along to make something like this, go ahead and send them this video or send them the link to my channel. I have some shorts as well with some stuff like this. If you guys are interested in seeing the full body cosplays, I have that. And then I will also, when this live saves, I will also link some of the tutorials from the previous masks that I've made below. So as of right now, this is all I have for you guys. I will come back when I do some more details, and I can't wait to share with you guys some other stuff. I did finish the feet for her. I have done some of the props for her already. I have what's it called, the shoulder cannons, the plasma casters. Those just need to be painted. I have some armor that's already painted, so I can't wait to show you guys. There are some things I need to do. And if you could comment, maybe help me decide. I'm not sure what to do for a chest piece for her. My last Predator suit had kind of like a bikini bralette thing that I did, and it worked. It, you know, it fulfilled its purpose, but I don't know if I want to do an actual like breastplate armor for her, or if I want to do something that looks a little bit more feminine. So yeah, I don't know, but it's still kind of in the air. I'm open to suggestions. I'm also very open to questions. If you ask me questions, I can get back to you guys as soon as possible. But as of right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and go. I did get some likes in here, so heck yeah, I feel like that's kind of successful. I didn't think anyone was going to be in here, so more successful than I thought. So yeah, once again, don't forget, I do have my links below. My TikTok, well, I will have my links below once this is posted. For those of you who won't be watching it as a live, I'll have my TikTok, I'll have my Instagram. I'm most active on Instagram, I feel, so if you need to reach out to me, message me, you have any questions, you need help with anything, you want to reach me there. I also do go live on TikTok as well. And I do enjoy it. I do go live quite often, so if you don't catch me on here, you can probably catch me over there, but I will try to schedule my lives in the future so that people who do have questions and want answers can be on here in real time and get what they need. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night, but I appreciate you guys for coming in. And if anyone else is still in here and hasn't liked the live, can you just do me a favor and like it for me? And yeah, I will definitely see you guys next time. So I hope everyone has a good night. Keep on creating, keep crafting, and yeah, I'll be back.